Hello, good people. Mark Holmes here inside the Red Brick House. And I have to say, thank you, thank you, thank you. This Red Brick House project has been amazing. The support, the people that I've met, this day and age, it's incredible to have somebody slow up in front of your house and say, I love what you're doing. And for me, learning everything that I've learned about this house, about the history of it, has taught me something. History doesn't end. History continues to go on. And we're making history with this house right now. We're part of this history of this house. And our goal has always was to save this so that way, as time goes on, we don't forget about where we came from. And because of you guys all helping to just watching videos of us going through it, and of course now being a permanent mark for the Red Brick House, we've just gotten some more of our donor bricks and stuff in here that you guys have purchased to help us raise funds to get the house registered. We've had the historic proclamation made by the city, which will definitely help us to point out the significance of the house as far as the historic board goes with it. Now it's a matter of raising the funds, so that way it's about $3,500 if it is approved to pay for the signage that'll come from the state. But I wanted to give a special shout out and recognize all of you who have just purchased another brick, or purchased a brick. Some of you have purchased a second one. But Debbie Pleasant, the McLaughlin Red Brick House Hippard family historian, shout out to you. The Bush family, in memory of the Stearns Bush, Ride or Die, Dallas Cowboys, Michael A. Gibson, Big Gib Gibson, John Gumpetro, Love, Peace, and Happiness, Andre and Rhonda Green, Lovely Sparks, Love is Forever. Love that message. Keep It Real, One Family, One Love, Tony Boo. Terrence and Lola, Dallas Cowboys, Miss Hot Sauce. Dirty Sanchez, Dirty Deeds, Done Dirt Cheap. Red Brick House, Tracy and Mark Holmes, we appreciate you. Garland and Sonia, Love, Perfect Paws, Dog Spa. Proud of you, family. Love, Bill, Sherry, Randy, and Billy. An honor to watch you restore history and make it your own. Bobby and Kay Howard. Thank you guys for all of that. Now, I do have more bricks. I've got 3 more boxes of them that I have to open up, which are the historic bricks that we're going to put in. And unfortunately, one box broke open. So I don't know if those bricks are damaged. They ended up sending it back to the warehouse where they'll do an investigation. So let's check out the other bricks that we have. So while we're opening these things up, for me, with this house, I remember meeting a lady who, when I said I was restoring this house, she said, if you're going to restore it, then you need to take the back addition off of it. The back addition that was put on in the 1880s by the Hippard family. Because she said if you really want it to be original, then you need to get rid of that portion of it. And that would also mean getting rid of this porch that's here too, that was built with that addition in the back of it. But for me, the history of it is still evolving. All of these things, it's like if you cut open a tree, you see all the growth rings that are in there. Yeah, there's that very first one that's on the outside and everything else, and then it just keeps on growing. Each one of those rings are important in the life of that tree. And that's where I look at where we had to take off the kitchen because it was totally destroyed, and the porch that had the roof on it, and we ended up just building a deck. Well, that's part of the history too. And so that's where I look at it and say, oh, this evolves. That being said, I wanted this place to have a lot of the things that it had originally. Now, this had green plastic shutters that were on here. we went through and I made actually these shutters. These shutters, believe it or not, are actually working shutters. If I didn't have the bench here, you could actually close these shutters on the windows. This wood is repurposed antique heart pine, which is the type of wood that would have been used for this house. If you look here at our railing, the pickets are, some of them are the original pickets from here. The only problem was we had a lot that were damaged and couldn't be reused and couldn't be fixed. So what I did was, on my wood lathe, I actually turned about 25 of these pickets to match. And what we did with it is we actually made them out of reclaimed 2x4s from the house. So it's not original, it's original to the house. And it gives us a look similar to what it would have been like. And so that's why I'm very, very proud of this house, of everybody who's been part of this and working on this to make this a reality. And I want it to be a beacon of the city's past as well as its future. It's funny that this is the first one. Basic City was incorporated in 1890 and exists besides Waynesboro for 32 years before merging under the name Waynesboro Basic City in 1923. We got a lot of packing material here. March 2nd, 1865, the Battle of Waynesboro was the last major conflict in the Shenandoah Valley. The Union defeated General Jubal Early's Confederate forces. So these are all history of Waynesboro bricks that we're going through now. Beatrice Howard Sullivan, aka Mama B, served Port Republic as a midwife from 1949 to 1976, delivering 397 babies during her career while raising 6 and 5 of her own. Wow. Okay, that's one box down. Waynesboro schools began the process of desegregation in 1865. Hurricane Camille caused unprecedented destruction in 1969. Waynesboro Shiloh Baptist Church began in the 19th century. It's the oldest blacksmith shop with members walking by lantern light to service. Wow. Oldest blacksmith shop. 1890. This is a big one here. In 1818, Jefferson, Madison, Monroe, and others met at the top of Afton Mountain to decide the location of the University of Virginia. Oh, I love this one. Okay. This one is really important because one of the people that really helped us with a lot of the history, and they made the first donation to the walkway. Our sincere thanks to David Geiger and the Waynesboro Historical Commission for their generous donation and support in preserving the rich history of the red brick house. Thank you, David. Let's see. All right, that's that box. Now, unfortunately, one box ended up busting open. What my hope is, I think it has 2 bricks in it. They've got all these cushions and stuff on here that hopefully they didn't break, and that they'll fix the package and send it to us tomorrow. And so mostly those are they're all history bricks. Basic City was a boomtown created in 1881 when the North-South Railroad crossed the east-west line. It was known as the Iron Cross. And that's actually what made Waynesboro famous, was the fact that Basic City, there's the city of Waynesboro, and what's part of Waynesboro now was annexed. Basic City was basically where you could get your drink on, and it's where people came in because they had hotels and things for the train. So if you came in from the north-south line and you're going east-west, your train might not be till tomorrow. And so you were staying in Basic City for the night and having yourself a good time. Trains still run through here, and from time to time, you may hear on some of my videos the trains going through. Although I've gotten to the point where I don't really notice it any longer. It's kind of like a grandfather clock. Waynesboro GE plant opened in 1954. Waynesboro students received the Salk polio vaccine in 1955. Special gratitude to Ernesto Randolph, Jeremy Hopkins, Karen Church, and the Waynesboro Heritage Museum for the kind sharing of resources and expertise. Shout out to the museum. And the last one that we have right now Fishburne Military School, the oldest and smallest military school in Virginia, was founded in Waynesboro in 1879. So there we have it. That's our bricks that came thus far, and hopefully we get the other one tomorrow, delivered by UPS, and we'll get these put in this week. And you can see behind me here, that's the walkway. So now what we're going to be doing is we're taking this row of 4x8s, and that's going to move over. We'll end up putting the names in for the new donor ones, and then we'll have this line down the middle that will be 8x8s. And so this is really exciting for me to be here and being part of preserving a piece of history and kind of putting my stamp on it. I appreciate you guys, and if you're interested in getting a brick put in here, which can be customized, it is $100, and that $100 goes to the cost of getting the brick and things put here, and ends up giving us some funds to help work on getting the house registered on the National Registry. I appreciate all the support, and I can't wait to be here doing a video with the historic marker put here. Thank you.